Okay, now what happened?
It was 1952, and they told me I was pregnant, and they give you a due date. In those days, they gave you a due date, and it was July 4th. So I was very young, very naive, and I really expected when July 4th came, I would have a baby. And what happened, two other women in the building were pregnant also, and they had boys, and I thought, oh, all the boys, I want a boy, all the boys are going to be used up, because July 4th was a Friday, it came and it went. Then there was the 5th, and the 6th, and the 7th, and still nothing was happening, and they were all having their baby. So we got to July 8th, and I think there was a baseball game on or something, and my water broke, which is part of going into labor. And I called my doctor, and he said, well, he said, we could induce labor, he said, but there's a baseball game or a special game that I'd like to see. Could you wait till tomorrow? I was always very obliging. I said, oh, sure, I'll wait tomorrow. So anyway, my water broke, and that night, about 10:30, I started to go into labor, and the pains were coming really close together. And your father looks at me and says, okay, he says, I'm going to take a shower. I said, what do you mean you're going to take a shower? He said, I want to be clean when I meet my son. I said, Marty, I called the doctor. They said I should get to the hospital very quickly. He says, do you want to take a shower? I said, no, I don't want to take a shower. I want to go to the hospital. So Marty took his shower, which he always did, and we left for the hospital about 11 o'clock. When I got there, it's 11:20, and they all kept saying, is this your first baby? I said, yes, it's my first baby, because the pains were coming very, very quickly together. So at that time, your husband didn't stay with you. You went by yourself upstairs, and there's a young resident, and he said again, is this your first baby? I said, yes, it's my first baby. I said, I would know if I had another one. He said, would you mind if I went downstairs to have dinner? So I'm a very nice person. I was the only one upstairs. I said, sure, go have dinner. And it's 11:30, it's 12 o'clock. And finally, somewhere about 1, 2 in the morning, they called the doctor and delivered the baby. Because in those days, they knocked you out. They just knocked you out, and I guess somewhere about 1, 2 o'clock, the doctor came in, because the next thing I know, they said, Mrs. Ridman, you have a little boy, you have a little boy. It was 3:14 in the morning, and that's when you were born. And they couldn't believe it was the first baby, because everything went so fast, and you haven't slowed down ever since.
Wow.
It was very interesting. The next baby was so fast, I got in trouble that I got to the hospital at 10:30. Now he's born 1 minute to 11, and then I was in trouble. That's another story.